Yes, guys, it's Danny Glover from FightFanTvNetwork, proudly sponsored by Treasure Boxing Club. Hope you're doing well this morning. So I've decided to do an impromptu. We are at 5:15 in the morning. Reason being is because of my phone actually battery died, but instinctively I needed to use the facilities, and I just thought, yeah, realized that it was mad early in the morning. I thought, yeah, before I start, um, well, just halfway started getting ready for work. So whilst doing that, I just thought, let me just do a quick video rather than wait, because I was going to do a live tonight. Actually, I'm going to do a live tonight, probably later on. So tune in for that if you can. If not, then just watch the playback, and we can have an interactive discussion if you like. Those of you who want to jump on. But yeah, first of all, want to just thank everyone who's subscribed to the new channel, new platform. Those of you who haven't, please make sure you do share it with others who you know will subscribe to Fight Fan TV Live and get over. But yes, what I wanted to talk about mainly is yesterday I posted the news because got the news. Shout out to Spencer Oliver and his co-host. I forgot her name, but she does good work. They done an interview with John Fury. It looks like probably at his house, and it seems that himself and Tyson Fury have become estranged and have parted ways in a professional capacity and even personally. Reason being that John Fury believes that hangers on, etc., have got into his head, and Tyson Fury is not listening to him anymore. It was interesting because John Fury was at the press conference for Tyson Fury versus Arslan Bekmambetov, and John Fury is now, on record saying that he's not happy with this choice of opponent. He thinks it's too dangerous. Arslan Bekmambetov is young, hungry, big guy who can punch, and he doesn't believe that Tyson Fury has the legs anymore. So he feels he's running a risk of getting beat. He even said about the Derek Chisora fight after that, the third one, even though Tyson looked very dominant in that, it's probably the second and third one was like, but he stopped Derek even. I don't know if it was quicker, but yeah, Derek couldn't even really get off. But he said after that, he didn't think he even looked all that in that. He feels that the Wilder fights took it all out of him, because he said Wilder's finished, he hasn't got no legs under him, but with Tyson, with his son, he feels that took it out of him and he hasn't been the same since. Where he does have, do you feel he has a point? I think he has a point. He got dropped by Ngannou, a UFC guy. These guys can't really punch properly like that, and you're getting dropped by him. Alexander Usyk, who's a cruiserweight, moved up to heavyweight, who Tyson Fury says was a middleweight, because Usyk did box once upon a time at middleweight back in the day as an amateur. Had him rocking and rolling. He says, oh, he didn't go down. He did go down. That's why the ref jumped in, because when he fell into the rope, if Usyk would have landed that last shot, it could have been, a curtain call, you see me? But let me just give you a quote or two, which I did post from the interview. So yeah, I posted, yeah. So John Fury says that his relationship with his son Tyson Fury is destroyed. He says he doesn't need him anymore. My relationship with Tyson is destroyed. Boxing destroyed it completely. John Fury says they're completely estranged. Claims he's never taken a penny. I've never taken £10 off him. I don't want Tyson's money. Still takes credit. Don't forget who built his story. Me, his father. And he gets emotional mid-interview, and he was like, I was 30 seconds away from asking for a break. I haven't really expressed these emotions before. And then when, brutally honest take on Tyson's career, I think he's past his best. People are building him up like he's invincible. He's not. He hasn't been for a while. As I said before, he says the Wilder trilogy finished him. He says he's not got legs underneath him. The warning about the Arslan Bekmambetov fight, he feels is a real threat. He says his legs aren't there anymore. Makhmedov is a problem for Tyson. I'll be the first one to say it. He did say that he had regrets over the actual Usyk fights. He said, I begged him not to take it. He was worn out. His Excellency was going to give us a $13 million fine. I thought it was $10 million from what I remember, for pulling out. I said, take the fine. Yeah, because the reason being, he said, he'd just done a 7-week camp or something like that, got cut, had 2 to 3 weeks off, and then went back into another 7 weeks. So he said he was absolutely shattered by the time he got in there. Basically, that, you know how the phrase goes, they say that you left it all in the gym. So he was saying that more or less. He doesn't rate Sugar Hill, by the way. I mean, he was really getting onto him. Slams Tyson's team, especially Sugar Hill Stewart, who's Emmanuel Stewart's nephew or grandson or something like that. I can't remember the exact. I think it's his nephew. But he says, John Fury says, he's no Emmanuel Stewart. He's just a gym sweeper living off his grandpa's name. Oh no. And then he makes a chilling claim saying, with them in the corner, with them in his corner, he could end up unalived or brain damaged. And then says, I don't need him. It's clear the fallout is deeply emotional and unresolved. If you can't show your father respect when it matters, fine, I don't need you. They did say, do you feel that when his career is over, do you think it will, then be alright, because then it's probably just a boxing thing? He says he don't know. And it's a shame, really, because a lot of these father-son relationships get really strained, and it's all over work and boxing, especially when the father's the one who usually start them off at boxing, teach them all the ropes, teach them, the moves and grooves and all that stuff, take them all through the amateurs and that, all out of love. Even if sometimes they do think, oh, I've got talent here, but they're the ones who are with them from the start. They know when their child, not even just their fighter, their child is progressing in life, and when their child is regressing, descending, becoming not the person or the man that they once was, because they remember when they was a kid and they couldn't, they didn't know their left from their right, and then all of a sudden they're skipping, they're doing doubles, they're hitting the bag, they're throwing off, reading off combinations, they're shadow boxing, they're shaping up properly. So it's a shame that, but oh man, let me know your thoughts. There was a few people in the comment section on the FB, and they're like, oh, I don't believe it till I see it, who's your source? I'm like, geez, man, what, is my ice not cold enough? Huh? Gee, man, well, you think I'm just clickbait posting? You think I'm just saying things for clicks and views? Just trying to reel people in, like I'm posting fake news. Even big up Spencer Oliver, he's posted the link on it when people are there doubting that these are the things John Fury was saying. Like, come on, mate, come on, get with the program. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and comments. Be sure to check out the interview. It is, I'll tell you where you can actually find it. Oh, hold on a minute. David Benavidez making a whole heap of noise. Where is it? One second. So the channel is Playbook Boxing. Yeah, it's done by Charlotte Daly and Spencer Oliver. Yeah, Charlotte Daly. So shout out to her also. So yeah, Playbook Boxing. It came out 17 hours ago. Right now it's on 68,000 views. So be sure to check it out. So yeah. Also, on other news, briefly, that Bob Arum has now got a deal with with DAZN. He signed with DAZN, so 94 years young, he's still fighting, and he's got himself 8 to 10 dates with a 1.25 billion budget per show. He's got a good roster. He's I don't know if he's I think no, he hasn't got Jared Anderson anymore. I heard that he's now signed with Queensbury. Shout out to October Red. Make sure you subscribe to October Red Media. She put out yesterday that it's it's Jared Anderson is now signing with Queensbury, and the first bout he's going to get is with Solomon Dakers. And I was like, rah, they're giving up Dakers like that? Yeah, they feeding him to Jared Anderson like that. So that'll be an interesting but a good debut fight for him on that platform against a good boxer. Solomon Dakers looked improved last time out on the Wembley card. I forgot what fight that was. Dubois versus Usyk 2. Yes, he did look good in that fight. But yeah, Bob Arum, he has now got a 8 to 10 fight deal per year, multi-year deal. So that's a good look. As we know, GBM Sports, who was doing a good job, shout out to Izzy Asif, they now didn't get to extend or renew their contract at DAZN, so there has become some vacant slots, and Bob Arum's took them, and he might probably even get even more dates. As we know, Dana White ended up getting more dates, says he's going to do more shows than initially planned on his Paramount deal, and I believe he is now getting a deal with Sky Sports, Dana White, for his Zuffa boxing. So that will be either announced shortly, or it might even have been announced already, but I just saw like a rumor report, I believe, yesterday or within the last 36 hours. So I believe that is going to happen. So well done to Dana on securing that. I think, yes, that's it. It will be the Sky Sports will be the UK and Ireland broadcaster. So that's, yeah, I do believe that deal has been secured. But yeah, Bob Arum, I believe if he does well, which I think he does, he puts on good shows. Only 2 years ago I had him as promoter of the year, and quite a few people did, said he does the best shows. So I believe he will get more dates, but you give him a trial error, see how they do with the first 8 shows, 10 shows. He will get more dates, because remember, he does the nighttime. He will do the nighttime slots for us, like the 3 in the mornings, 5 in the morning, AM, main events. So the only other guys he's really going to be competing with mainly is Golden Boy, that don't do that many shows themselves. Yes, Matchroom do some late night ones where they've got American shows, etc. But there's still room. There's a lot of room still for Bob to be doing that slots. The main slots for us where it'll be congested is the 10 p.m. main event slots. You know what I'm saying? With the Queensberries and the Matchrooms, they normally go back to back to back to back. So well done to Bob. People was wondering what's going to happen to him, because I know his last couple of shows was on Facebook. I think one was it on YouTube. I remember it was on Facebook, definitely. So that wasn't a good look. So it's good that he's found himself a home now. Lots of people at first were saying, dead zone, rubbish zone, who's used, but everyone's now slowly but surely coming over. Also, Anthony Joshua is making a comeback. He is the rumor is that he's going to be fighting Dillian White in a rematch. Also, then at the end of the year, hopefully with Tyson Fury getting past Arslanbek Makhmudov, that he will then fight Tyson Fury in a big stadium fight on Netflix. So there'll be another couple of big fights on Netflix. So those of us who have bought the ultimate tier package, this gold standard, we're losing fight after fight. Hey, I do want to talk to a Matchroom representative, whether it's Eddie Hearn, Frank Smith, or anyone about this. I will be at the George Liddard versus Tyler Denny fight tomorrow at the Copper Box, and I will address this if possible. But let me know your thoughts on any of this news, and yeah, also keep your diary free for later on tonight. It will be a late night one, maybe 11 p.m, maybe even midnight, but I will be doing a live late tonight this evening. where we can chop it up. Won't be that early, you know. Mrs. Glover and Master Aficionado Junior gotta go to bed first. But yeah, until then, and also I will be looking to get interviews tomorrow at the Copper Box as well, with some fighters, if that is possible. So yes, until then and the live tonight or next time, it's Danny Glover from Fight Fan TV, proudly sponsored by Treasure Boxing Club. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share, and hit the hype button, and share out all this content and get your peeps and all that to subscribe. Remember, it's Danny Glover, Fight Fan TV Network, proudly sponsored by Treasure Boxing Club. And remember, persistence beats resistance. You know where it is.